guys, we are going to be doing a fashion review of the VMA Awards, you guys. As you guys know, yesterday it was on CBS, and we had quite a bit of fashion moments that I just wanted to go ahead and talk about and see who wore what and give you guys my opinions, because I actually liked a lot of the fashion. I don't really think I had a lot of misses. I think the only miss I would probably say was Lotto, but we'll get into that later. But let's go ahead and get into some of the fashions. And you guys get down in the comment section. Let me know, who did you love, who did you not like? And let me know what you guys thought of the show overall. I'm just going to give my first analysis of the show. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't really see a lot of artists that I know on the show. I know they had Mariah Carey there. They had Busta Rhymes there. They also did a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace. But they did a pretty good show overall. Doja Cat killed it. You know, she is such a performer. I really do love the way she performs and commands the stage. And I was actually looking forward to seeing her perform, because I know the last time she performed at the VMAs, I think she did Paint the Town Red, and I think she did her song Demons. But she did a really, really good performance. It was quite dynamic. And I see that now she is kind of doing like this kind of like 80s theme. And I mean, I love her song Jealous Type. It was a really, really good song. And I just love the whole 80s vibe. Like, it's very different. I can definitely see that people are moving more into rock for sure. And I don't know if it's because Beyonce has her new rock album coming out at some point. We don't know when. But I am seeing this new vibe with like rock music and everything going around in like music. But speaking of Doja Cat, let's just go ahead and get into her look. She definitely did keep it very 80s. She actually wore Balmain, and I actually really enjoyed her look. You know, I'm not really a huge fan of the pattern, if I am being honest. It did look a little bit couchy, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I just didn't kind of like the yellow and the blue, like triangular, like the diamond pattern that was going down it. But I do get that she is promoting her music, and that kind of is the vibe. I guess it's kind of like retro 80s, whatever. I love the big hair. I love the lipstick. I think the lipstick was edible. But come to find out, this morning I saw that she actually is a brand ambassador for MAC Cosmetics. So I think she was just throwing that out there at the VMAs, and we just didn't know until this morning. So congratulations to Doja Cat on that new endeavor. Super happy for you, girl. But yeah, I do think that the outfit did fit her well. It was giving legs, it was giving legs, it was giving cleavage. I do love the super high heels. I love the hair. I love a red lip. I really, really love a good red lip. And it just looked amazing on her. I also loved her lipstick purse. I mean, I just love purses that are kind of like theatrical, and I just thought that it was very much giving that. And I really did love the applique that kind of came across her chest and went down the middle. I thought that was very beautiful. I probably, just because I'm not a pattern girly, I probably would have went with like a solid color. But I do get that she is promoting an album, and that just is my personal preference, that I'm not a pattern person. I don't really like these colors per se, or the pattern. Like, I feel like the pattern would have been fine, but overall it's not a bad dress. I still give it a 10 out of 10. I think it looks good for her, and I think she did well. I don't know, I kind of feel like with the shoes, I probably would have gone with something a little bit darker, kind of match the applique that's in the middle of her dress. I probably would have gone with a shoe that was kind of that kind of color, because it looks like this the applique on the middle of her dress, it kind of looks like a plum or like a burgundy color. So I probably would have kind of gone in that direction. But I mean, it was kind of like a nudish yellow. I wasn't really a fan of the heels, but it was a pretty good outfit. Let's go ahead and talk about Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter wore Valentino. I actually really, really loved her like lace red dress. I thought it was very classy. I felt like, you know, I'm not a huge fan of sheer. If you've been on the channel enough, you know I'm not a huge fan of sheer. But I love it when people do it tastefully. And I thought she did this tastefully. I thought it was a very elegant dress. I love Sabrina's hair. I'm not mad at the shawl. It's different, but it actually is really pretty. I do love that it's like a turtleneck and it's a long sleeve, and it is very elegant. I feel like it was definitely giving VMAs. And she looked like a star. She absolutely looked absolutely stunning. Tyla, loved Tyla. Tyla's look was phenomenal. She wore Chanel. I actually liked it, and I'm glad like she had like on some little shorts. I was so happy that she had on like some shorts. I'm glad that she like didn't do anything tacky, like wear a thong or whatever the case may be, because sometimes you just don't know at these award shows, you know. But I thought it was very cute. Like, she is very petite, you know, but she wears these really sexy things that look really nice on her, you know. So I actually really enjoy this. I loved all the jewelry. I love the excessive jewelry. I love the anklets. I love the black high heels. I love those black little shorts. I love the bracelets that she had on. And I love the hair. I love that she had like the two little cornrows going here. I thought she looked phenomenal. It was one of my favorites, one of my top looks of the night for Tyla. Tate McRae came. She has been somebody that I have been listening to for a little bit. I do love her songs, Just Keep Watching, Revolving Door. Those two songs for sure. I mean, like, I know she has more songs. I can't remember the names of all of them right now. But she's a pretty good artist. She actually makes some pretty good music, you know. And she did her thing at the VMA. She really did her thing, you know, because I have been seeing her like on tour, and I really never saw her like, I love the Revolving Door music video so much, but I never actually saw her do that move like on tour. Maybe I just haven't seen enough tour videos, but I was happy to see that she actually did it, and I thought she did a very nice performance, very clean, very smooth. I thought it was really great. I thought she did a good job. She wore this sheer dress, and she kind of had like this, it kind of was like a sheer dress, but it had like the top, which was not sheer, which I appreciate. I know she had like the bottoms underneath that were showing through. Like, I don't know how. Maybe they could have just done a thicker fabric. I don't really think it was necessary for her underwear to show for this outfit. I don't hate the outfit. I think she looks very gorgeous, very beautiful. I just wish maybe that the fabric was a bit thicker. That way I don't think it was necessary for the underwear to show. I don't know. I would just kind of feel indifferent about the underwear showing with the outfit. But besides that, she looks phenomenal. I actually really do love the look. I just wish the fabric was a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and talk about Ice Spice. She wore Ralph Lauren. I don't know. I wasn't really a huge fan of this look, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, I love a good corset. I love a good snatched waist for sure, but I did not like all of the patterns on the patchwork. I don't really like that patchwork skirt, and I love patchwork, but when it's done well. I just don't feel like the patchwork was really done super well on this look, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. But I mean, her body was definitely giving tea. Definitely loved it. It looked like her hair was pink. I think she kind of is turning a little bit, doing a little something different from doing the whole ginger thing. But I think it fit her body very well. Unlike Lotto's, where I don't think the outfit did anything for Lotto. Like, for me, it was a miss with Lotto's outfit, because Lotto's outfit, it just seemed like it just kind of was placed on top of her. It didn't really show off her figure. It didn't really compliment her very well. And I just kind of felt like it was like a golden foil dress. Like, it didn't really do anything for her, and it wasn't like a fantastic color on her either, if I'm being honest. So I just was not really a huge fan of this look. I just felt like I don't know, I felt like it could have done more for her shape, and it could have looked better on her. It just kind of looked really baggy and loose on her. I mean, even if they cinched in the waist like a little bit more, it would have been a lot better in my opinion. But oh my god, my favorite person probably has to be Sierra. Like, that Schiaparelli look, that was phenomenal. I had to wear red for Sierra because she was my favorite. Like, I love the silhouette. I love that it's giving leg. It's giving very classy. I love the jacket with the skirt pair, and I also love the jewelry. I love how she accessorized it. I love the shoes. Like, she has phenomenal legs. Like Ciara really did her big one with this. Like I felt like she was my favorite look of the night. I absolutely love this outfit. And it was just gorgeous. It was a really stunning. Like one thing about Ciara, she knows how to dress for that body yachty that she has. There are some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. But there are some people that I do want to mention, which I want to talk about Alondria from, for those who do not know, Love Island. She is from Love Island. I'm sure you guys know about Nick and Alondria, from that show, Love Island. I have watched the whole show. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway. I think that's all I want to say on that. If y'all want me to give my opinion on the show, drop a comment or something. But I do want to say, like, Ciara, Alondria, like, she did sheer very tastefully. I loved it. I love that like sculpted bodysuit that was underneath. I love the sheer dress that was on top. Like everything was sitting well, from the hair, from the gloves, from the skin glowing, from the heels, the way the styling was done. Like this was like 1000%. She ate this look down, honey. Like she ate this look so well. Like it was phenomenal. Like it was gorgeous. Like let me know what y'all think. Like, did you guys love this? Like, I mean, I feel like there's a way to do sheer, and you know, she didn't do it tacky. It was very classy, and I always admire when somebody's able to do sheer tastefully. You know, like it just was amazing. I actually really loved it. Like the color looked so good with her complexion, and it was just a stunner. Oh, Christy Sarah, I'm sure you guys know her as an influencer on TikTok, Instagram, and everything. And she has this amazing family with her husband and her 2 boys. And she be the one that be flipping in Walmart and be flipping in her heels and harassing her husband when he's trying to take a nap. I love her. Her husband's a chef. But she's gorgeous. And I think she wore vintage Dolce & Gabbana. It was 2003. I actually really love this. Like, I wish I would have seen... like, I'm glad that she showed up to the VMA because I just loved it. Like, I love the lace up. I love the sheer black fabric that was underneath. I love this silk or satin dark plum fabric too against her skin tone. Like, it just looked very gorgeous. Like, it was like, those were my top 3. Like, and it wasn't like even celebrities for real, but it was definitely Ciara. It was Alondria. It was Christy Sarah. Like, they really did their big one with this, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, Christy Sarah, she did that. She did that. I'm like, that is something I would like in my closet, you know. But let's go ahead and talk about Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, she actually wore Fendi. It was kind of like this polka dot, kind of like sweetheart neckline with a peplum, and it had like this straight skirt that had like a slit at the back, and of course she had to have her high heels because you know y'all she's short. But I thought she looked beautiful. You know, I don't really think it did. I don't want to say it didn't do much for her, but I mean, it wasn't my favorite look out of all the looks that she wore throughout the night. This was not my absolute like top favorite look from her. This was the only look that I saw from her red carpet, but the ones that she wore on the inside were very phenomenal. I think she had one, even the one she wore for her last award where she won like the biggest award of the night. I love that white dress that she had. And then there's another one that had like a black corset also. I thought that one was also very gorgeous. I kind of feel like she should have worn that for the red carpet because it had like this kind of like butterfly aesthetic on it. That one was very beautiful, but this one was not like my favorite from her. Maybe it's the peplum or maybe it's the polka dots that are like making me feel like, ugh, it's not really my favorite. But Ariana Grande is a gorgeous girl no matter what she wears, so I'm not like mad at it or anything like that per se. But I do want to talk about our final person of the night, and that will have to be Summer Walker. Will it be the final person? I don't know. I feel like there's more that I want to talk about, but I'm like, I don't want to go too long on this. But let's talk about Summer Walker. Summer Walker, I think she paid homage to Pamela Anderson, I think that's her name. I know Beyonce had done something similar before. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what Pamela Anderson does. I think she's an actress per se. I don't know if she's done any music videos or whatever the case may be. But she decided to honor her. I do think that it really did give her quite a nice shape and everything. It does look very gorgeous on her. Wasn't like my favorite look of the night, but I felt like Summer Walker looked fine. I do want to talk about this one woman who I think she's from K-pop Demon Hunters or something. I think her name is Audrey Nuna. I loved her outfit, actually. Like, I love the whole blacked out look. I thought that was very beautiful. I love the, like, 2 buns. I'm not exactly sure where that is from. But when I saw her walking on stage, I was like, oh, that's actually really nice. I actually really, really do love that look. Like, it was gorgeous. I love the accessories. And I really loved, I love the accessories. And I also love the big puffer jacket on top of the outfit that she had. I thought it was very tastefully done. And I thought it was, like, for somebody that's wearing all black, it really stood out. It was a very unique outfit for me. I really enjoyed that one. I think we should also talk about Paris Hilton. She wore the blondes for the carpet, and it was kind of like this. It was kind of like this structural piece that kind of looked like fire. It was all black. She also was somebody else that did black very, very well, and I love the like gloves. I thought she looked very good. I mean, Paris Hilton has a pretty great fashion sense of fashion. So I actually really enjoyed this, and I love like the rim of the structural piece. It kind of had like gold trim on it, which I thought was very beautiful. And I love like her black choker, and I love the high ponytail with the little tendrils and everything. I thought she looked pretty phenomenal, and it really did a lot for her figure. I thought, if anything, it really emphasized it, and I love the black stockings. I just thought she did this so well. And she looked great the whole night. There was another outfit she wore while she was presenting that had like body chains all around it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. And then I think our final person will be Glorilla. Glorilla, I think she wore Helen Anthony. And it was kind of like this all plaid number. It had like these kind of schoolgirl socks with these black high heels. And she had like this pink satin purse, which was little, but it was very cute. And it was a very interesting number. I'm not really a fan of patterns, as you guys know. But I thought that this looked very nice for her. And it was very cute. It was very cute. And I do love the jacket. I love the nice piece. I like the corseted dress that she had underneath with like the buttoned up shirt and everything. I thought was very tastefully done. And I just kind of feel like it kind of represents her, because I mean, like, she's kind of, I don't want to say a tomboy, because she can be quite girly, but she's like a mix in between. So I felt like this was kind of like the perfect mix of kind of like her personalities, if that makes sense. But I actually really love this outfit. But the fashion for the VMAs was quite interesting. Everybody really was on their A game. I really can't like say if they were on theme or not, but I feel like if you're trying to represent who you are, or kind of like speak to who you are as an artist, or try to represent your project, I feel like everybody did that pretty tastefully today. And it wasn't like too much, or there wasn't too many misses or anything like that. I feel like everybody came pretty well prepared and actually looked very, very amazing for the VMAs. But you guys let me know down below, who was your favorite? Who did you like? Who did you not like? And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!